Here is a countdown of the top 10 things that flat earthers cannot explain. The list could be a lot longer, but that is the case with most top 10 lists. Number 10. The existence of other planets. According to flat earthers, the stars and planets are just lights in the sky. Anyone with even a small telescope can see details with Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn that throw this idea out the window. These include the phases of Venus, the rings of Saturn, the stripes, and 4 large moons of Jupiter. Number 9. Photos from space. There are countless images and videos taken from space that show the Earth is spherical. The best explanation that they can come up with is to claim that there is a conspiracy to cover up the fact that the Earth is flat, and that this conspiracy is responsible for faking such images. Any position that requires there to be a conspiracy involving people who know the truth but are deliberately covering it up, you have a problem. This is different from a situation where people are interpreting evidence from a different perspective than yours because it requires people who know the truth and are actively faking evidence. In this case, the conspiracy necessary would have to be so big that there is no way it could remain intact. Number 8. GPS technology. GPS relies on a network of satellites orbiting a spherical Earth. Once again, flat earthers need to rely on their all-encompassing conspiracy to hide the truth. Their claim is that GPS actually works by high-altitude balloons, but this would not actually work as it actually does. Number 7. Varying star constellations. Different constellations are visible in the northern and southern hemispheres, which wouldn't happen on a flat Earth. Furthermore, they have difficulty explaining seasonal constellations within each hemisphere. Number 6. Lunar phases. The phases of the moon are explained by its orbit around the Earth and the changing angles at which we view it. According to flat earthers, the moon is supposed to be self-illuminating, consequently, why it has phases doesn't even make sense. The same thing goes for Venus, the phases of which you can see with even a modest telescope. Number 5. Tides. The gravitational pull of the moon and sun causes tides. I have never even seen flat earthers try to explain tides. Number 4. The behavior of pendulums. Foucault's pendulum experiment demonstrates the Earth's rotation. Flat earthers have no explanation for this phenomenon that I have ever heard of, not even a poor one. They seem to ignore it as much as possible. Number 3. The Coriolis effect. The Coriolis effect is caused by the Earth's rotation, and it influences weather patterns and ocean currents. Flat earthers cannot explain this effect because it should not occur on a non-rotating Earth. Number 2. Lunar eclipses. Lunar eclipses, where the Earth's shadow falls on the moon, wouldn't make sense on a flat Earth. Flat earthers tried to explain lunar eclipses by inventing an otherwise unseen eclipsing object that, according to them, from time to time blocks the moon. Even solar eclipses give them trouble because they cannot explain the limited range of the eclipse. Number 1. Sunrise and sunset. In the standard flat Earth model, the sun and moon never really set would simply go around the North Pole. To try to explain this most basic observation, flat earthers need an ad hoc refraction to make the sun appear to set, when it does so naturally on a spherical rotating Earth. In conclusion, flat earthers cannot even explain the most basic stuff, such as sunrise and sunset, let alone anything more complicated. There is no reason to accept this notion unless you do not actually think about it, because the moment you do, it is clear that it cannot be true. If you like this content, please support this channel by making a donation or buying a product through the links mentioned in the description.